Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Brian F here, and I wanted to talk today in this video about how I think streaming regularly actually helped me improve as a overall Street Fighter player, fighting game player, and as a competitive tournament player. I'm going to cover the benefits that you get from streaming your online practice sessions that you wouldn't otherwise get from just playing online regularly. Now, I'm not saying that becoming a streamer is the best way to practice and level up your fighting game skills, but it does offer a unique set of advantages that you don't otherwise get. One of the most obvious benefits is the amount of hours that you end up putting in practicing the game. While it seems fairly obvious that more hours spent practicing will equal better results, it's not always obvious how to put those hours in. Streaming regularly forces you to have a more consistent schedule, and therefore a more consistent practice regimen. While we are talking about video games, it requires a certain element of discipline in order to practice your craft. When you adopt a regular streaming schedule, it becomes a little bit easier to maintain this discipline. Now, anytime you slack off and don't practice, you're not only letting yourself down, but you're letting down an entire audience. This helps to reinforce the habit of consistently practicing. While more hours put in doesn't always equal greater success, you have to use this time effectively. It does help you get more matchup experience and more general game experience under your belt. Another key component to streaming your practice sessions is that you have to focus. You can't walk away from the game, you can't open up any YouTube videos, you can't start watching a movie, get up and go eat food that often. You're committed to that block of time to actually practicing the game. If done effectively, this can help eliminate more distractions and actually get more quality out of the time put in, not just more time in general. Something else that I like to personally do while streaming is speaking my thoughts of the game out loud. Typically when playing online, it would be very strange to speak to yourself during the matches, but with streaming, that becomes perfectly normal. Narrating my own decisions and analyzing what decisions were made and the situations that are occurring helps bring my strategy from the background of my mind to the foreground. It helps give me insight into what I'm thinking while playing in a way that I don't really get otherwise. I might have an implicit strategy that I kind of understand, but I don't really know a way to put into words. The longer I stream and the more I play the matchup, the more I'm able to express these thoughts and get a more concrete understanding of what I already knew to be true. Vocalizing the situation is also very effective when trying to implement new strategies. When trying to implement a new strategy, new punish, or new reaction, it can take a long time between recognizing what you should be doing and actually doing it. I find streaming and discussing and pointing out when I should have done something helps aid me in more quickly actually performing the action that I want to do. If I miss a new punish opportunity that I'm trying to explore or do a suboptimal punish, I'll point it out. It'll help me recognize the situation more clearly so that the next time the situation occurs, I respond appropriately. I personally find that speaking these thoughts out loud helps me recognize these situations much more clearly. Another plus is dealing with online. Online is not the best environment to practice in to begin with. You gotta deal with lag, you gotta deal with ranked, and you gotta deal with people's crazy play styles. This is all a recipe for leading to a disastrous instance of salts. Now, if you're anything like me and you have these salty tendencies, streaming can actually help you mitigate this. While admittedly I'm not a saint on stream, playing in front of an audience and live on the internet does require you to, keep your temper down. You learn to practice keeping your salt levels in check and focus on the game and not let the salt get the best of you. I find myself getting much more upset at the game when something doesn't go my way when I play off stream rather than on stream. In fact, one of the most common comments that I get on my stream is people wondering how I managed to deal with the game for so long. And the answer really is, I do get salty. Half the time you see me sitting there after a loss, I'm fuming on the inside, but you practice mitigating that salt and it goes away. Streaming online helps you grind longer because you learn to handle your emotions better. And that's it for this video, guys. Those are my thoughts on how streaming regularly can actually help improve your game and not just be a hindrance to your practice. While I'm not saying that this is the most effective way to practice, I do honestly believe that streaming has helped me improve as a player and as a person as a whole. It's helped me practice regularly, be disciplined, and manage my salt levels. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.